I can say. Yeah, I'm the blogging queen, I guess.
Is there an
Actually, I take that back. Now you're going to have to be quiet, there's no mic, and I haven't got that strong a voice. I blog, therefore I am. And it's kind of true, because I exist for great swathes of people just because I blog. And I blog to exist, and as a politician I want to exist for a lot of people. And I'm trying, my personal blog is about in an era when there's so few people voting, and none of them believe that politicians are any good. I'm trying to demonstrate that I'm me and I'm real, and to try and engage in a way that hasn't been engaged with before. Other people do political blogs, mine is a very personal blog. And I reach parts, or blogging reaches audiences that you can't always get into. It's quite different. When I started my blog 3 years ago, I had no idea what I was letting myself in for, I have to say. Because for those, I'm sure half of this audience blogged and the other half wanted a free drink. But to write a blog and keep it up for 3 years, you have to actually love writing. And politics is so busy, so frenetic, so out there. And blogging is in a way my space for my personal thoughts about what I think about things and what I think about what I do on a daily basis. It's a personal record of my work, in my own words. And to any media in the room, I apologise in advance, because it's my words. There's no middleman, there's no media, there's no interpretation. I do absolutely write every word of my blog myself. And it gives me the ability to explain points of view of much greater length than the media will ever give you in the nanosecond or the soundbite that they want. And it lets me reach a whole range of audiences. Constituents, the media, my local party activists, members more widely of the party, and of course my opponents. And of course there are pros and cons. The pros are as I have described, and the cons, well, I have been asked nicely, and not so nicely, and actually quite rudely, to remove bits that people don't like. Big corporations, communications departments ring me up and they say, we don't think you should have said that. It's not libelous, I couldn't give a what's it. I've had bits quoted out of context, well, what politician hasn't? And I've had a virtual stalker. And no, I kid you not, and that's a private story. Political opponents search for every word. There may even be one or two here. And it can get difficult. There are cons. When your party is going through convulsions and you'd rather not be accessible or saying anything, you actually, I believe, have to be true to the blog. It's a bit like the Dice Man. You have to follow what you started. You can't pick and choose and ignore the embarrassing or the challenging. And I'm not talking about my personal life, because I don't do that. But when there is a political issue of the day, such as when, let's be honest, Charles drinking and the consequent leadership contest was happening, I had to say something. I had to keep it real, or what would be the point of a blog? And I think that is one of the secrets of a successful blog. Through good times and through bad, you have to keep writing. But even in the bad times, it can be good, because as I was saying, with the incidents around Charles, I was a signatory to that final letter. And there was so much misunderstanding by my local party, by activists locally and the wider party, and the general public, and my constituents, who were all very hurt by what happened. I was actually able to say and explain and take people through that period with me, so they understood my thinking and understood why I did what I did, and came to understand what the wider party and the wider public didn't know, the seriousness of the situation we were facing as a party at the time. And it was invaluable with dealing with those issues. It was a brief schism until the world came to understand what had actually happened. But I found the blog very helpful in explaining my actions, which people couldn't understand at the time. And blogging itself, as it is in truth, is now a force majeure on the political scene. Blogs sometimes lead the news, as with Presslot. So I'm interested now to see how blogging will develop. Where can it go from here? What advantages do I get from blogging, and how can I keep ahead of the game? You would have noticed a little video blog from conference today, so I'm trying to keep ahead of the game. And how can the party use this? So much territory to cover and so much to look forward to, because there's still a field undiscovered. And I am just thrilled, I have to say, to see how from little bloggy acorns has grown a veritable army of Lib Dem bloggers. It's a quite extraordinary army. Now I hear that Labour fear blogging MPs. I do. I hear that for a party that has a sort of controlling mechanism at its heart, blogging sends them into complete paroxysms of a nervous breakdown, because who knows what anyone might say. But for us, I have to say, there is no central control whatsoever. No one from the party has ever even spoken to me about my blog in terms of what I should or shouldn't say. And I think that's an incredible credit to the party, to have an army who can be out there putting out a whole range of messages or information about their lives with no criticism and no control. And as more and more bloggers, Lib Dem or others, and we have a couple of others here tonight, join the merry band, it will become more challenging to be distinct or win awards or to attract people to your own blog. But in the end, in a way, that is the beauty of blogging, because you can kind of choose your audience. It's not about a blog that everyone comes to, it's what do you use it for, what is your contact, what is your audience of interest. And I have to say tonight, and I was disqualified from this award, I have to say. But I am a judge.
Where's the wig?
But I was spoiled for choice in judging the awards. There is a wide range of approaches that we looked at. What is clear is there is a whole host of talents out there. And I want to say congratulations to you all, because it was a phenomenal field to choose from. Thank you.
We're going to move on to the presentation of the award itself.
I'm just going to show you the prize to titillate you further.
What happened to the vacuum cleaner?
Excuse me.
I'd just like to...
Sorry, excuse me.
Sorry.
Photo off. I didn't know where I am.
Just to say, the fellow judges, Ryan Cullen is in here somewhere, libdemblogs.co.uk, Alan Window, the chairman of LDO, Ed Davey and Lynne Featherstone. So blame any one of those four if you didn't win. So Lynne, you have a golden envelope.
I have a golden envelope. It gives me great pleasure to open the envelope for the first ever Liberal Democrat Blogging Awards. And the winner is... I've watched the reality shows. Stephen Talk. About the presidency, which I did rather well in. Obviously his blog readers are very discerning, but it was a fascinating blog, both the way you write it and the way you make creative fun, not to mention Google videos, although I think Lynne got her. Anyway, many congratulations.
Can we hold it with both of you hold it both? Straight to me. One more. Both, please.
Can you see?
knows the real
Like say, speech.